Okay, I'm between you and going home. It's very simple. I probably won't take the full time, even though I lost 12 minutes. So the biggest announcement I'm going to give you is, there's food outside. There's a bowl of fruit in the atrium, so for anyone who wants a piece of fruit on their way home, please grab it. That's the most important thing. So, for all you newcomers, did you have a good time? Yeah. That was my first question. Second question, did you learn something new? Thank you. Third question, did you meet people who you might collaborate with? Excellent. I met many of you. I was really impressed by all of you. I think the entire committee was extremely impressed. Not this year, but every year. You guys are very innovative, you're very creative, and just interesting people as well. So I want to highlight just a few things, just to kind of do some reflection, learning from yesterday. So just to highlight what you kind of saw, and I'll be very brief. First of all, let me thank all these people before I go to that. So let's thank Dan Moat, Lance Davis, Beth Katie, and of course, Jason Williams. And let's not forget the people who actually selected all of you, the committee. And let's give a special round of applause for Jim Tien. This is his last time being here. Thank you, Jim, for your leadership on this committee. Okay, so, and of course, thanks to all of you. It wouldn't be, a symposium without all of you being here. So, what did you learn, real quick? So, Dan Moat was your first presenter. All of you are remember he reminded you that all of you are in the business of talent development, if you remember his words, right? You must educate society about what engineers do and why they're important to solving the grand challenges facing society. That's what he told you. Then he also said there's a new video contest that's coming out. They had one for the 50th anniversary of the National Academy. It'll be one that will be coming out in January 2015, and you'll look on the NAE website for when that comes out. Your keynote speaker, Xavier Fauget, he talked about modeling and simulation tools are essential to transition students from the classroom to actual practice. And they talked about the concept of virtual laboratories, of real-world problems that can be used in lieu of physical laboratories to enhance student learning and possibly scale the delivery to hundreds of students. Panel 2, I just want to pick on this panel. I could have picked on any one panel, even the panel, but you heard the NSF one today, so I wasn't going to pick on them. So I thought we had an excellent panel thanks to Trevor and his team. Turnkey tools, and I just mentioned a few of them. Of what, the answer to the question, Trevor didn't want to answer that question. I know where Trevor is. He let you guys answer. He actually let some of the panelists answer it, so I took some notes. What makes a tool turnkey? Ease of use, adaptability, flexibility, scalability, and cost, right, inexpensive. And there's just a few examples for just your memory. Of course, these charts will be available, and all the charts will be available to all of you. And then yesterday, which is the most exciting day to me, right? So, and I'm going to highlight, I'm not going to highlight all of the different affinity groups, but let me highlight a few. I just had to highlight this one. Of course, Bear, I'm picking on you. I don't think we'll ever forget this. Reflecto, if I said this correctly, concepto. Is that correct? I don't know. That was fantastic. But really the concept was reflection can be an adaptive technique to identify, understand student conceptual understanding, and improve more thoughtful learning. I mean, that was really fantastic. So I had to put that at the top since we're reflecting on the last 3 days. The team, I don't know what your title was, so I might got it all wrong, team. But, this is really a great question. And I think this is there's some really good work to be done here. What does it mean to be a good team member? And really for all of us and all of our design teams to actually really communicate that to our student pool. I think that's a really great question. The integrated thinking for engineering professionals. So I think that's exactly what Donna was talking about and how we're going to transform engineering education. And this team talked about that full 4-year map and definitely the middle 2 years. Excellent themes about different areas in which to integrate into your curriculum. So you saw that and heard that yesterday. Engaging students in large classrooms. You heard that from our last question asker. The clickies, the flippies, and the blendies. I love that term. And then, of course, their movie on the movie on the Guardians of Learning was also good, but I don't think it was part of that group, but I had to put that up there. Open source laboratories are fundamental. Of course, that was my team, so I have to have a little bias there. I thought they were fantastic. I thought they were the best I've ever seen. Right, Dan and Ben and Inez and all my team members. So I thought they had a great story. I love their little video on the melting, so it was fantastic. This is the one I enjoyed the most. I thought, like, after we had seen all of the videos and all of the skits, I thought the team on the math and computing relevance in engineering, just the innovation of that skit and the wording and the dubbed over wording was unbelievable, because we've all faced students like that, right? He said, what do you mean? I'm taking programming again. Why do I need to learn, I already learned differential equations. Why do I need to use them again? So I thought that was great. So you guys did a great job. And then very inspirational, the team on music and art. And obviously there's so many threads there that was really, truly innovative. And I thank that team for bringing that out and teasing that out. And so finally, you've got some actions as we move forward. You've got some work to do. We're not done. So we want your feedback on the entire symposium, the entire 2.5 days, on the format, the content, the speakers, poster presentations, all of the affinity group discussions, even your hotel and travel arrangements if you had issues with that. We want all of your input. So there's going to be a way to do this. Beth will send out an evaluation form this week, or you can just email her at ekatie@nae.edu. So you'll have to respond to that. We want you to respond to that as soon as possible once you get the email from her, or if you haven't gotten the email, to email her at ekatie@nae.edu. All materials for the 2014 symposium will be available on the NAE FOEE website. So everything you've asked about, every talk here has been videotaped. So you'll get access to all of these talks, but all of the previous talks from all of the 5 past years, right? So you.
We only started videotaping last year.
Okay, sorry. I've only been a part since last year, so as long as I've been a part of it, you've been videotaping. Okay. And then, of course, safe travels back home. The LAX bus leaves at 10:30, which I'm on as well. But most importantly, to Affinity and beyond. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy. Get a piece of fruit.